Alright, it is time for my favorite pay-per-view of the year. SummerSlam is usually always my favorite show. Like I said, I thought this was a really good show. I thought this was a really, really good show. It was a solid wrestling show, you know what I'm saying? So, we start off with, let's get right into it, Asuka versus Bayley. SmackDown Women's title match. Asuka is trying to get the early tap out with a nice octopus hold on the floor. Nice jumping DDT on the outside by Asuka. She jumps off the steel steps and hits a nice DDT. Bayley to belly. Asuka kicks out. Reverse Indian Deathlock by Bayley. Like I said, I love the Indian Deathlock. I'm a mark for the Indian Deathlock. She's going for Asuka's leg relentlessly. Codebreaker near fall by Asuka. I love how Asuka just uses the codebreaker now. It's pretty funny. Asuka ends up going to the top rope even though she's got a bum leg. Goes for the big drop kick. Bayley catches her in a knee bar midair. That was pretty cool. Sunset flip powerbomb in a turnbuckle by Bayley. That's such a cool move. I know her fiance does that move. He's in AEW. But yeah, I've always loved that move, and I think this is the best I've ever. Everyone's always scared to take that move, but I feel like Asuka sold it the best. She died. Banks keeps trying to get involved the whole time. Asuka ends up kicking her. Ends up hitting her with the hip attack. She ends up taking the bullet. Bayley uses that as a distraction. Rolls up Asuka. 1, 2, 3. Bayley retains the SmackDown Women's Championship. So you knew what that meant. I was like, well, if Bayley retained, Sasha's losing hers. It's the Sasha curse. She can never defend a title. Oh, God. The Sasha curse is real. They end up jumping Asuka after the match, taking more of her leg down, beating the crap out of her. And I guess the match is not going to be right next after each other. I thought that's what they would do. But I guess they're saving Asuka and Sasha for later in the show, which it was worth it because that match was incredible. It was the second best match of the night. We end up getting Cien and Garza versus the Street Profits in the tag team title match. Kevin Owens on commentary. This was an okay match. Ford dives early. Gets caught by both of them. Gets double powerbomb on the outside. That was sick looking. Garza is basically, he's working over Ford. They're all working over Ford. Garza, someone ends up knocking down Zelina Vega. I actually forgot who it was. Someone knocks down Zelina Vega. Cien goes to check on Zelina Vega. Garza's yelling at Cien to get back the fuck back in the ring. He's got a tag. He's left there by himself. Garza walks into a spine buster by Angelo Dawkins. Awesome frog splash. I love fucking Montez Ford's frog splash. And I love how he puts a twist on it. He ended up putting a twist in midair. And the frog splash. 1, 2, 3. So, I guess Cien and Garza are going to break up. Which, like I said, best way to go. Because these guys are way too good to be in a tag team. That's not a real tag team. These guys could be doing a lot more. I'll tell you that. Garza is a star. Cien is a star, too. Cien is legit one of my favorite wrestlers in the world, so there's a lot of star power here. Next, we move on to Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville. Loser leaves WWE match. They had us change the stipulation because apparently, I feel really bad for all the stuff that's happened to Sonya recently. The whole thing with the stalker and the dude broke into her house and he was going to kill fucking her and Mandy Rose and he had a condom with him. He was going to rape her. Oh, my God. Nobody should have to go through what Sonya Deville is going through. So apparently they told him to cancel the hair versus hair match because Sonya going to the court bald would be a bad look. I was like, damn, this woman needs a break. I feel like that's why they're doing the stipulation, the loser leaves WWE, just to give Sonya a break because that's some rough shit, man. All the messages is due with something. Like, I feel bad for the girl. And Sonya's great, man. Sonya's a fucking breakout star, I feel like. Her promo work on SmackDown has been nothing but excellent. But the loser leaves WWE match. Mandy with a suplex on the ramp. Mandy dives off the announce table with a clothesline. Mandy's looking very impressive in this match, too. And I really dig Mandy with the short hair. Excuse me. I think she looks pretty great. Sonya is wearing down Mandy with a bunch of submissions. Big V trigger by Mandy. She gets her in the ring. Hits 3 more V triggers. Hits the Angel's wings. Sonya will not stay down. Looks her in the eye. She yells at her and says something. I forgot what she says. Hits another V trigger for the win. 1, 2, 3. Mandy getting the clean win over Sonya. Sonya has to leave WWE. Sonya is freaking out after the match. Like I said, both of these girls can beat something. You know what I'm saying? I definitely say put the money on Sonya because Sonya's got it all, dude. She's great. Otis comes out to celebrate. Mandy tries to hit a caterpillar, but it's one of the worst things I've ever seen. Oh my god, that was pretty bad. How do you not know how to do the worm at least? Come on now. It was a nice arch though, I'll tell you that. But yeah, hopefully I would give Mandy a title shot, honestly. I feel like Mandy and Bayley wouldn't be too bad because like this is a big win for Mandy Rose, and like I really like her with short hair now, so she looks cool. But this is good. Hopefully Sonya gets the time off she deserves. She can chill out because, like I said, that woman has been through hell. My favorite match of the night, man. This was a pleasure to watch. Dominic Mysterio versus Seth freaking Rollins. I love the Seth Messiah gimmick. I know a lot of people are meh, but I love the whole Seth Messiah gimmick. This is a street fight. Seth is wearing Ray's Halloween Havoc purple outfit. So sick. This is probably the best outfit Seth has ever wore, next to the White Ranger ones that he wore when he fought Cena that one time. Seth is playing around with Dominic the whole time. Dominic ends up bringing kendo sticks in. Seth uses it against him. Seth is looking at Ray the whole entire match, talking shit. Seth is killing Dominic with a bunch of chair shots. Dominic fights back with a beautiful tornado DDT for a near fall. Dominic goes to the top. Seth fights him up there. Superplex, Falcon Arrow combo for a near fall. I love that move. It's so fucking awesome. Seth telling Ray to save his son. He's yelling at him. He should save your son while he's beating him with the kendo stick all over again. Dominic ends up setting up a table, and him and Seth are fighting it out on the top rope. Dominic with a nice white Russian leg sweep with the freaking kendo stick on it through a table. That looked really rough. Freaking Dominic mom ends up coming out because Seth is just relentless on beating the crap out of this man. Ray is trying to calm her down. Murphy comes in, hits the V trigger on freaking Dominic, trying to take out Dominic's eye. He brings him to the corner to try to take out his eye. Freaking Ray cannot take it anymore. His son told him not to get involved, but he can't take it. He goes in there, he starts beating the shit out of Murphy and Seth Rollins, and Seth Rollins and Ray get at it. Seth is going for Dominic's mom. He's about to beat up Ray, and then he starts basically, he handcuffs Ray to the rope, I should say. Then he looks at Dominic's mom, and he starts heading towards her with the kendo stick. I'm like, damn, this is a pretty cool-ass match. Freaking Dominic goes fucking nuts. He ends up destroying Seth and destroying Murphy. He's going nuts on them. Dominic hits the 619. I love how he does it from the left side, too. That's so weird. Dominic hits the 619, goes for the frog splash. Seth gets the knees up. That sick bastard. Ray is hopeless watching his own son get murdered out here. He's handcuffed. Seth powerbombs the crap out of him. He says, for the greater good, stomps out Dominic in front of Ray. 1, 2, 3. What a fucking great match. Great storytelling. I'm all in on Dominic Mysterio, man. Dominic has got it, man. This dude is great. Like, to come out, like I said, I understand he had the benefit of fighting Seth Rollins, who is one of the best wrestlers in the world. But holy shit, that man is impressive. Dominic is awesome, dude. I thought he knocked it out the park a couple times over. Like, everything he does is so fluid. It all looks good. I'm just like, damn, you really are Ray's son. Like, I swear to God, some people is just, you know, they're second generation. They don't get all the powers that they're fucking, but yeah, he's got Rey Mysterio. This dude is fluid as fuck. No botches, no nothing. But yeah, that was my favorite match of the night. I knew it was going to be my favorite match of the night because, like I said, I saw something in Dominic where I feel like this guy knows what he's doing. But great match. I could talk about this match all night. Sasha versus Asuka for the Raw Women's title. Sasha is in control most of the match. Sasha is going right at Asuka's injured leg from the beginning. Banks with a nasty sunset powerbomb. She does this, the Hiromu sunset powerbomb to the outside now, but she doesn't do this cool. So she does it. I thought Asuka's neck broke. This was such a stiff powerbomb. I thought Asuka legit was concussed. Sasha with a code breaker for a near fall, but it was cool because Sasha was in a corner and Asuka was like trying to get her legs, so she kind of catapulted her into the air, and then she ended up hitting a code breaker mid through. Asuka charges Banks with anger, locks in the Asuka lock. They keep trading Asuka lock, bank statement, Asuka lock, bank statement. Bayley finally tries to get involved. Asuka tries to take her out, but Bayley dodges it and basically kind of leaves Asuka to basically take her. Asuka lock walks in. Sasha is yelling for Bayley. Where are you, Bayley? I need you, blah, blah, blah. She's going nuts. Asuka then wrenches as hard as she can. And Asuka taps out Sasha Banks to become three-time Raw Women's Champion? Two-time? I want to say 3 or 2-time. Well, no, she's SmackDown Women's Champion, then Raw twice. So 3-time Women's Champion. So, like I said, this was the second match of the night. This was fantastic. Like I said, let the seeds be planted. Drew McIntyre versus Randy Orton for the WWE Championship. Orton bringing back the old Pyro for doing the pose on his entrance was pretty great. There was a story of this match. The story of this match was kind of cool. I didn't mind it. Basically, no man hit their big move. No RKOs, no punt kicks, no claymores, no nothing. This whole match went off with nobody hitting a finisher. That's pretty impressive. So, we started off. Orton goes at Drew right away. He's pissing him off by sliding in and out. Back suplex on the announce table. Hits 2 more back suplexes on the announce table. Drew is using the figure 4 for Ric Flair. That was really cool. Freaking Orton ends up pulling the ref and then pokes Drew in the eye like a true evil bastard would. Drew is getting beat up on the turnbuckle on top of the top rope. He's trying to go for the superplex, but Orton fights him out. But Drew does that upside down spider thing, I call it, where he gets upside down and then he kicks back up and he fucking choke slams him off that. That was cool. Drew with a future shock DDT for a near fall. Such a shame. That is a great finisher to be like used as nothing anymore. Randy's about to go for the RKO. Excuse me. Randy's about to go for the RKO, and then he starts getting that crazy look in his eye. He goes for the punt kick. Drew pumps him up, pushes him up. It's a nice power bomb. Goes for the Claymore. Randy dodges it. He dodges Randy's RKO one more time. Hits the backslide. 1, 2, 3. Drew McIntyre with the backslide, like I said. If this gives him, this should further the story of another match, I think. Because, like I said, I like the match. Like I said, Randy's been very impressive for a while now. And Drew is just fantastic. I think Drew is a fantastic WWE champion. You know, it sucks that he got it in the era of the no-fan era, because I feel like he would be over as fuck. But this was a solid, good match. This was a good, solid match. And I like the story of fucking them, you know, not fucking, using their big moves. That was pretty cool. Sorry if you hear stuff in the background. There's a douchebag with a tiny dick grabbing his engine because I am doing this outside my car. I hate humans. But, yeah. Next, we get to the main event. The Universal title is the main event. Yep, he's got a very tiny penis. Keep grabbing your car. Oh, you should see him. He's trying to impress a girl. Isn't that so cool? Oh, yeah. It's not even a new car. It's not even a new car. What are you impressing? I'm going to keep flaming this guy. But we ended off with Braun Strowman versus The Fiend. The Monster versus The Fiend. I love seeing Bray Wyatt's full entrance. That shit's so trippy, dude. This got turned into a false count anywhere match. Braun goes right at The Fiend from the start. The Fiend starts laughing it off. Fucking hits a nice modified Uranagi from the start. That was very impressive how Bray just got him up like that. Does the neck snap. He snaps his neck once. He snaps his neck again. He brings out a toolbox and he's smashing him over the head with a toolbox. Braun smashes The Fiend through a barricade with a big shoulder block. The Fiend ends up no-selling, getting right back up. Braun with a choke slam on the announce table, but the table did not break. I am the table. The table did not break, and that looked even worse because fucking Bray's lower back just hit the edge of the table. That was pretty fucking rough. I was like, ouch. Fucking Braun ends up smashing the Fiend with the steel steps on the face. Braun with a power slam. Bray kicks out at 1. I was like, oh shit. They take it backstage. That was cool. They took a little bit backstage. The Fiend with a Sister Abigail, but Braun ends up kicking out backstage. Freaking another power bomb, another power slam. This was actually a real running power slam. The Fiend kicks out again. Braun ends up going to the toolbox and getting a box cutter. He gets a box cutter, and I'm like, oh shit, Braun is gonna kill this man. He's gonna cut him. He's gonna slice him. I'm like, oh. I was like, oh, they don't want to have the balls to do that. So, yeah, he fucking he gets the knife, and he ends up cutting the ring. And he's exposing the fucking ring. You know, he's showing the wood off. Fucking, so yeah, he exposes the ring. Fucking Bray gets right back up. The Fiend with a modified Uranagi on the wood. Sister Abigail gets him up. Sister Abigail on the wood. 1, 2, 3. The Fiend beats Braun Strowman. That's clean as a whistle for the Universal title. Like I said, I'm so happy the Fiend is champion. And then it happened, folks. You see a familiar face. You see my shiny teeth in me. You see the new and improved Roman Reigns, the big dog. He comes out. He spears the Fiend. Ooh, ah. He comes out. He spears Braun Strowman. Ooh, ah. He beats the crap out of both of them. He's mauling them. He says he made Braun Strowman. I made you. I can take you out. He brings a steel chair. He beats the shit out of Braun Strowman with the steel chair. The Fiend is getting up. Ooh, ah, another spear to the Fiend. Roman's new teeth are very distracting. Randy Orton, you're a savage for all the stuff you're posting about Roman's teeth. The man's got new teeth, okay? It's very distracting. They're very nice. They're very huge. My shiny teeth and me. Shiny teeth, shiny teeth. Yeah, like I said, yeah, Roman's back. Yeah, I am actually kind of excited. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like that he came back a little edgier. He looks great. He's beefed up. You know, it's still Roman Reigns, so in the ring, you don't know what you're going to get. Sometimes you get decent, sometimes you get trash. So it really depends. But yeah, overall, I thought SummerSlam was a success. Asuka versus Bayley was solid. Cien and Garza and the Street Profits was okay. Mandy and Sonya was really good. Dominic and Seth stole the fucking show for me. Sasha and Asuka, second best match in the show, almost the first match. Drew and Orton was very solid, good storytelling. And Braun and the Fiend was a fucking train wreck. They beat the shit out of each other. But yeah, like I said, I thought SummerSlam was pretty damn solid.